Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. Today we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club once again. Because why the hell not? This was a horrible experience of a recording and I failed miserably. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't record a video on Doki Doki Literature Club at midnight and continue on with this video now. Focus on the present or whatever. Okay, what's going on? I don't know. I stopped halfway through a little tangent Yuri was going on. Okay. They're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Problem? What problem do you have? When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm so sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Oh dear. I'm losing it again. It's less than 2 minutes into the recording and I'm losing it. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. Big words for a guy like you, Kevin. I'm gonna read manga and other stuff. I'm sorry. Oh! Jeez. I just died there. I'm sorry. It's not that I didn't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. It's just reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. Soon I understand that Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I'm not 100% sure if I haven't already done this bit. Maybe. I don't know. I'll check the old video. It's been up for over 2 months. This is how slow I am at making videos. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, ha 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 ha. So very funny. I can't do a genuine laugh. So, or a fucking, okay, sure, whatever. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and then I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand and hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Boy, howdy, do I not like this angle. And I do not like this art style. It looks too... there. It looks too... It exists. It real. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Yuri takes her arm and holds the left side of the book open between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it underneath her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face just in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep this up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to... Boy, howdy. You're not as used to... I still can't speak. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient. It takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it of my own volition. What? We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My guy, you're turning the pages in a book. I don't know how that's intimate, but hey. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things she says and does. She's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into her head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Kevin, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I just didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thoughts. Thought? It says thought. I read it as thoughts. Get over yourself. Jesus. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight then. Or would you prefer if I only read for you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. I can never make a mental note of when I read a book. I have to have a bookmark or I will lose the page. Mainly because it's like a week between reading when I read the book. But like, you know, I have priorities, like making these terrible YouTube videos. Yippee! By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should show poem to? Very good question. Loud mouse. Don't like the clicky. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. This is a good poem, Kevin. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Kevin. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, it's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, I need to mute my notifications. Go down. There we go. Knowing how much this all means to me. Oh god, that threw me out of my flow. I was in my flow state there and I got a notification. God damn that. I can't deal with myself sometimes. Anyway. Yeah, Alright, I'm going to overshoot that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay, right. Gotta get myself ready for this. Have a sip of water that I do not have here, which I should because I'm talking. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That just throws off the flow. Okay. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I'll get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I can look forward to it. Who should I pick to show my poem to next? We'll go on top again. Natsuki. Good evening, Natsuki. It is a pleasure to meet you on this wonderful evening. Even though, at the time of recording, it is 5 o'clock, I believe. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. It's a little blunt. Wow, did I do that in the wrong voice? I wasn't rude, but it was. I didn't. Fresh start. Okay. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. Okay. I don't know if I was reading it in the right voice or not. I'm gonna just go with the flow, you know? It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. It's not that you like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can... no. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. I don't understand the message in that poem at all. I don't know where that message came from or what the message was. Ay estúpido. El estúpido. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. Oh, okay. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the only other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did? I guess more thought went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from one of the youngest here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if it's Natsuki feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? We're gonna go next. Yuri. Boom. Yuri will probably like the poem because I just picked a load of depression buzzwords. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Or your use of imaginary metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. It just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I would have been able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing that I recognize in the new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick the writing style separate from the topic matter. They form fit the two together. In the end, the result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finishes her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even in a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most give you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Stop shit talking people behind their back, Yuri. This is how you lose friends. I would know. I mean, I wouldn't know. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if this is a rare opportunity for it, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Boy howdy, I cannot read cursive like handwriting for 1 damn minute. I'll try though. Go stunned for the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That amazing poem. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. No, it's really neat. I just can't read really neat handwriting. That's my issue. Yeah. Get it, punk. Ha. Boy. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read it. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Usually, I write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little mild. Oh boy, I skipped the line of text. Probably something about it to be understandable. Yeah, let's go with that. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Kevin. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn than I thought it would have been. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing this, but in the end, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Kevin. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh my god. Who else can I show my poem to? It's gonna have to be Monica. Hi, Kevin. Having a good time so far? Oh, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things you can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. Oh boy. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Kevin. Can my spacebar be quieter? It's like obnoxious now. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier we'll have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hadn't want to come my poem. Great job, Kevin. I was going to ooh in my head. I was going ooh in my head whilst reading it. It's really metaphorical. Not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always comes as a surprise. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meanings for yada yada yada. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and you'll learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you trying new things. That's the best way to find the style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way that everyone else wants you to write. It's not that you have to worry about impressing anyone or anything. Why ever not, Monica? What's your motives with that, huh? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Ooh. It could have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with permanent copy of that meaningless image, is just a hole. It wasn't too bright, it wasn't too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I was looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Hello? Let me out. Hello? I've read it. Can I go? Well, what'd I do? Why does it not work like every other time? Oh, okay. That was extraordinarily simple. Boy. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, it's kind of styles. Yeah, that Kyle of oh boy, that Kyle of style. That Kyle of style. Kyle. Where's Kyle? I need to find Kyle. He's gone. Oh boy. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they were just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes are on the Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem. Ugh. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean that you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Kevin did too. Boy, howdy, named Kevin. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something that's particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Kevin, you like my poem too? Oh boy. And Kevin liked my poem too, you know? He told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. Eh? I just went the silence to the wing. That was maddening. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kevin appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Oh boy, the girls are fighting over me. I've just got killer Riz and that mad aura, you know. I'm never saying these things again. Ever. Huh? And how do you know he doesn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way and make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Shots fired. Shots fired. Sayori is here, thank God. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who... Fucking hell. I wasn't the one whose boobs managed to grow a size bigger as soon as Kevin started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Both of them. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both the girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I'm stopping them. Kevin, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she couldn't get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader or some yada yada yada. I don't know, I skipped it. Help me explain that to her, Kevin. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, so it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Kevin? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I knew anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Of course, what's it gonna be? It's gonna be help me, Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, drying up. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Eh? Yeah? The music's gone again, I don't like this. Come back, music. Everyone's fighting, it's making... Everyone's fighting, it's making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting like this when you know you're making a friend feel like this? Kevin... Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. Can the music come back? I don't like this! I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah. Unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. Oh boy. And the music's back! What the fuck? She would never. That's your immaturity. You made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? Stop. Huh? The stop I said wasn't very empowering, but imagine it was more of a stop. Like a you shall not pass stop sort of, you know? Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone here to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings in just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with them. And Yuri's poems are the same size that they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So that's why Sayori is first virgin. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. And that is where I'm going to be ending it today. I'm going to save. I'm going to save. There we go. It's April 6th today. Damn, I did not know. I was not keeping track of the date. Anyway, I'm ending it there today, and I will see everyone in the next video, I guess.